Hello everyone, Paul Rogers here. Today is December the 18th, 2017. We are looking at the Bitcoin to US dollar 4-hour chart. As you can see, Bitcoin did hit the resistance, pretty much a double resistance. We approached 2000, which psychologically is a major level, and of course this resistance channel. And now we're heading down. The question now is, where's a good time to place those buy orders? Now, I would expect Bitcoin to actually go to around 17,000. It could even dip a little bit lower. Good if it heads down there in a hurry. I would expect a good place to place buy orders around, let's say 16,700. In fact, I'll draw a line there. I'll keep that line there. And let's say this is I think it's going to dip a little bit below that. So 16,700 is the spot at which I would look to purchase some more Bitcoin. Now let's see what the rest of the market's doing. Well, Ethereum's going down as well. So is Dash. So is Litecoin. So where is this money going? Well, the money is going into US dollars, which means the entire market's pulling back a little bit. Does that mean that is this a reason to worry? No, not at all. Today's the first day that CME futures are for sale. I would say it can be traded. Can be traded is a much better term. This means that there's a lot more people that can speculate, and the price is going to be quite volatile, at least for the first month or so that CME is available. So you can expect prices to swing a lot. There's going to be a lot more volume in now. So try not to panic if Bitcoin does skyrocket down and there's no major news, or the news is weak but the price is skyrocketing down. That is manipulation. Do not worry. Or if the opposite happens, if price starts shooting up like crazy, don't freak out and purchase it. It could be a fake out, meaning price could shoot up really rapidly. You rush in to purchase and then it shoots right back down. So there could be a lot of tricks that go on to kind of sucker traders into either selling due to panic or buying due to FOMO, fear of missing out. So you really need to have a strong hand and have a plan and stick to that plan. So right now, I'd recommend looking to pick up some more Bitcoin, but holding off until price retraces a little bit. Let's pull back just for a minute and look at things on the daily. Well, on the daily, Bitcoin looks like it's been on one hell of a run. We're obviously still in this really nice this trend channel, upward trend channel. So, and I will give everyone kind of a word of caution right now. It is possible for Bitcoin to have a major correction, and if that happens, I would see, or you would see, the RSI on the daily touch this 30 again, and it hasn't touched this 30 since Bitcoin was, let's see, wow, below $3,000. And then before, it was around 1,000. So let's think about this. Bitcoin hit it, the 30 RSI in the daily a few times last year. Or this year, excuse me. I believe exactly 2 times. Yes. No. 3 times. Each time it was an amazing buying opportunity. And I actually remember making videos about the Bitcoin hitting the daily RSI and saying buy right away. This is one of my first videos that I made, and it was I think I had like probably 10 people following me or something like that. But if you're one of those 10 that did start with me, I really hope that you did buy that, because you made a ton of profit. But I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin does hit that daily again on the downside. So the question is, at what price would that be? Well, let's see. Where was the price here? The price here was 1,000. Since we've been on the last uptrend, I'd say the RSI hit at 1,000 and then 80% higher than that at 1,800, and then pretty much double that to see the price. Oh, this is horrible. Let's just estimate the price at 3,000. And so where would the price be if the daily RSI hits? That's a really good question. To keep the uptrend intact, I would say okay. It is possible. It is possible for Bitcoin to retrace all the way back down to this original trend channel and bounce off the resistance turn support, which means Bitcoin would retrace down to around $8,000. At that point, I imagine the daily RSI would be at 30. People would be screaming, the bubble has bursted, run from the tallest treetops, and people would be in a full-blown panic. Now, that would be a very good time to buy. So, if you want to look at my ultimate worst case scenario of FOMO going crazy and then bursting into fear, uncertainty, and doubt, we're talking about a purchase price of Bitcoin for 8,000. But once it hits 8,000, I see Bitcoin climbing back up. And its next peak at 50,000. So, but in the near term, I think 16,700 is an excellent target. So please don't get too worried when I'm talking about worst case scenario 8,000 as a very strong support and a good place to buy. You know, it's just good sometimes to pull back a little bit and look at what's happened in the past and kind of have an idea of what could happen in the future. And the truth is, Bitcoin could have a retracement. If it did, I mean, going from $20,000 down to 8,000, that would be a tough pill to swallow. That would be what, a 60% correction. I've been through a 60% correction before. It is not a pretty thing. It is very hard to mentally deal with. You know, I saw my crypto portfolio be reduced by 65%. And I remember sitting and thinking to myself, oh man, this is horrible. If Bitcoin ever goes back up again, if the market ever goes back up again, I'm going to have to sell at least half of my stuff because this is just crazy. Well, the market is back up again. So, oh man, this has turned into a fear, uncertainty, and doubt video, and I did not even mean it to be. So, we're just talking about, I'd say, black swan scenarios, and so let's end things on a positive note. Now, Bitcoin will bounce off this and will head higher. We will break $20,000. So don't worry about me talking about 8,000 right now. That's just a little bit crazy. But if we do have a significant break down lower this way, it's entirely possible that Bitcoin could have a correction all the way down to $8,000. So I do not think this is going to happen, but it is a scenario. And if you have made some profits, this could be next time Bitcoin shoots back up above 20,000 and we test this resistance again, it wouldn't be the worst idea to take some profits just in case. And you could use those profits to actually buy back in if Bitcoin does hit 8,000 again and, you know, turn a nice profit. Anyhow, I apologize for starting off the Monday with a bunch of FUD, but the video just kind of started flowing in that direction as far as worst case scenarios. So, you know what? I'm gonna say this. I will say this. It is never a bad idea to pull back away from the situation and look at things as a what could happen. It's never a bad idea to do that. So, you know what? Maybe this will convince some of you to take some profits. That's fine. As for me, I have taken a little bit of profits when Bitcoin was a little bit higher, not too much, a very small amount. And I probably will take more profits though next year sometime. Probably end of Q1, mid Q2 are my targets in 2018 to take some profits. So I'm not recommending anyone sell their stash right now, because I'm talking that Bitcoin could correct down to 8,000. So please keep that in mind. Anyhow, Paul Rogers out.